When advice meets smog, China's air pollution playbook sparks a diplomatic and digital debate in Delhi. As a dense pall of toxic smog continues to envelop India's national capital, pushing daily life into a state of respiratory siege, an unexpected intervention from Beijing has ignited both discussion and controversy. At a moment when Delhi's air quality index has oscillated between the very poor and very severe categories, China has stepped into the conversation not through formally diplomacy but via social media, offering its own hard earned lesson on battling urban air pollution. The episode unfolded in early December against the backdrop of worsening atmospheric conditions across NCR Delhi. On Monday morning, the AQI stood at 328, only marginally improved from the previous day's alarming reading of 377. Calm winds, high moisture, and winter inversion conditions combined to tap pollutants close to the ground, leaving residents grasping for breathable air and prompting emergency curbs under India's graded response action plan. It was in this context that Jing, spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in India, took to Twitter to share what she described as China's journey in addressing air pollution amid rapid urbanization. Drawing a parallel between the trajectories of the two Asian giants, she noted that Beijing, once dreaded globally as the strong capital of the world, has undergone a structural transformation over the past decade, yielding measurable improvements in air quality. Her initial post framed the issue as a shared developmental challenge, yet it was the subsequent threads that sharpened the debate. Jing outlined a series of policy interventions that China had implemented: stringent emission norms such as China's 6N1, the systematic phasing out of aging, high emission vehicles, restriction on unchecked car ownership, expansion of public transport networks, and an aggressive pivot towards electricity mobility. Most striking, however, was her emphasis on industrial restructuring. Beijing, she explained, shut down or relocated more than 3,000 heavy industrial units. The relocation of steel behemoth Shougang alone reportedly reduced inhalable particulate matter by nearly 20%. Former industrial zones were repurposed into green spaces and technology hubs, while polluting manufacturing activities were pushed into neighboring Hebei province. Beijing, in turn, repositioned itself as a center for high end research, innovation, and service. The response online was swift and deeply polarized. Supporters hailed the commentary as the rare, experience based insight into the scale of reforms required to address chronic air pollution. From Beijing, story underscored a sobering truth. An environmental crisis cannot be solved through cosmetic measure or seasonal bans alone, but demand politically difficult long-term structural decision.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.